Well, college days, and the first time I remember seeing Mom, that's pretty easy to remember. I was dating her roommate, Laura Warden, and I came to pick up Laura, and Mom had been gone, Mickey had been gone, visiting her dad or something, and so the first few times I picked up Laura, she was never there. And in fact, I didn't even know Laura had a roommate. And so then I come one time and knock on the door, and your mom answers. And I'm going, whoa. And so then Laura comes out, and we take off to go out for a date or whatever. And I go, who is that? And I thought she said Marie. So I thought your mom's name was Marie. And but really what she was saying, I guess really fast, was Murray, because everybody at college called her Murray by the last name. So I walked up to the porch, the back porch of Campbell Hall, and started visiting with her. And we decided that we kind of liked each other. And ultimately I had to tell Laura that I couldn't see her anymore because I really liked her roommate better. So that's kind of how we met.
The first time I ever saw Bob was in college, and he had on this totally awesome fringe coat, cowboy hat, boots, tight pants, mustache, and I was a hippie and he was a hippie, and we were like the only two hippies at OCE. Of course, we were meant to be. And he actually started dating the only other hippie at OCE at the time, my roommate. And quickly we were attracted to each other, and he dumped her and he called me, and we've been together ever since. And our first kiss was on the back porch going into what I think is Campbell Hall. The art building back then was on the steps in the back. That was where we had our first kiss. And he was wearing yellow pants. Yeah.
Hey dudes, come on. Aren't these college dorms just like so awesome? Wow. Hey dude, I saw you checking out Laura yesterday. She's like pretty goofy, man. What do you think of her? She is hot.
Action.
Come on, you guys. Let's go.
See?
Is Laura here? Oh, yeah, she's inside.
Okay. Go.
I'm Laura!
Peace, peace, peace.
Go.
Peace, peace. You are groovy.
Well, how I proposed to Mom, she probably already told you if you ask her the same question. So I won't go into too much detail. The first time I was going to propose, and I had the ring and everything was ready to go. And I had the ring thanks to my grandma Crone. Anna Crone gave me the money to buy the ring for Mom. I have the ring in my possession with a little teeny bow over it. And I'm going to give it to her and take her out to, at the time, a really nice Chinese restaurant out in South Salem. And the whole evening went wrong. First thing I did is spill my water. And then, I forget, I stepped on some lady's dress or something. It was pretty formal. You'd dress formal there. And at any rate, so I never gave her the ring. The alarm on my watch went off, and when I leaned forward, my tie dripped into the, I don't know, some dip or into the food anyway. So I thought this isn't appropriate. 2 weeks later or so, we went up to visit her mom in Seattle. And so we have the whole family, her mom, her stepdad, John, and her brother, all sitting at the table having a very nice dinner. So he comes down in this really nice suit and tie, and then sends Ginger back up to get on even a better dress. And Patrick, he puts in who's Patrick at the time, I think is only like 11 or 12 years old, puts him in a suit and tie. And we're all sitting there with everybody looking around going, why are we so dressed up? And then John gives me the cue and says, Bob, okay, go ahead. And so then I proposed, and of course she said yes, and I gave her the ring, and then we went out to see, for the first time, the new release, Romeo and Juliet.
Your dad and I, he had a little Triumph that I helped him fix, and we were driving over to the beach, and he made a comment to the fact that, well, when we have kids, they will be whatever. And I'm like, we have kids, first we have to get married. Well, after we get married and we have kids, and then shortly after that, he said, well, our first daughter will be named Angela. Okay, so we've got kids, but we're still not married. And so then he actually proposed at a family dinner at my mom's house, and we were all sitting around the table, and I had curlers in my hair because I was not expecting this. And he said, Mickey, will you marry me? And he got out a ring, and I looked terrible because I had curlers in my hair. It was a mess. But at any rate, I said, of course, yes, and we went to see the movie Romeo and Juliet in Seattle. So it was in Seattle.
This is good dinner. It is. Right dinner. I make dinner ready. With my clan on his back. Will you marry me? Yes! Oh.